top 5 horror games on Roblox are insanely scary and will definitely get you in the Halloween mood. I'm going to be going over the top 5 Roblox horror games, 5 being the least scary on the list and 1 being the scariest. Don't get me wrong, all of these are crazy scary. I selected the top 5 scariest games on Roblox. I personally did it. I went through all the games and decided which ones are the scariest, used polls on the internet. So make sure to call a friend to play them with, because you might be too scared to play them by yourself, because it's crazy. I know I was too scared to play them, and maybe I'm just a wuss. But first up, we have a game called The Mimic. So this game's really scary, and it has just overall dark vibe, and it has a very scary layout. So you're in a dark area. It's so dark, it gives you like Halloween vibe. Number 4 on the list, we have a game called Lights, and this game's more of a horror / adventure game. So I think it's funner with a ton of friends, like 4 friends, but you don't have to play it with friends. You can join random people in the game, or even hop on a Discord call with them so you can interact with them while playing. But it's a horror / adventure, and it's a horror / adventure game that you're going to want to play. It is amazing. It's so scary, and it's also such a good adventure game. Let's get into the trailer. That was number 4 on the list, and I say that one's not as scary as the ones that are going to pop up. I put that at 4 behind 5 because I think it's more of like a adventure game, which I think will be funner to play with your friends, but I feel like the horror ones are going to be 10 times more scarier. Number 3, number 2, and number 1 coming up are going to be way scarier. And for the next one, we have a game called Forgotten Memories. This game's about a guy who forgets his memories in the past and got captured somewhere. This is a horror game on Roblox. It's so fun to play. I've played this many times. It is so fun, and I'm telling you, it's so scary, so fun, and so fun to play with friends. I know I say that with every game, but every game, it just gets better from now on. Wait till number 1, because that one's going to be the best. And so without further ado, let's get into the Frigid or Forgotten Memories trailer. That one I feel like has a Five Nights at Freddy's vibe to it. Well, I know that's kind of what they based it off of, but it has a really cool vibe when you go in it. It shows you like the whole outside of the store. Like if you've seen the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, it follows that whole timeline, and you can play with friends. It's so fun. That's definitely my favorite one out of this list, just because I love Five Nights at Freddy's. But we're gonna get on to number 2, which is Frigid Dusk. This one's an awesome one. It's when it just turns dawn to dusk, and which means morning to nighttime pretty much. And frigid means it's cold, so it's going to be cold dusk. You guys need somewhere to prepare, and it is very cold out, just trying to set the theme for the game. And let's get into the trailer. So this one's a really good adventure game too. Alright, here's the trailer. And the last game coming up on the list, Trespass, is by far the best game that I'm going to go over, but let's talk a little more about Frigid Dusk. So Frigid Dusk is kind of a backstory of a real life thing that happened to someone, obviously not with the creatures, but back in the 1800s, there was this kid named John Paul, not the clone, just John Paul, and he went out adventuring, and he got captured somewhere like that. And that's like a whole story. It was like in the middle of a war or something, but you can go check that out later. I think that game's really cool because it has a backstory and it's very scary. But let's get into the best one that I've been hyping up this whole one. Trespass, at the start of the trailer, is going to seem like a normal game, but it is very scary, and it's such a good adventure game. That game is so fun. I love the adventure theme to it. kind of like lights the fourth scariest one, which isn't too bad, but it is so fun. And Trespass is very adventure-y. Like, you go into this huge castle that you trespassed on with your friends, and it's basically gonna walk you through that first. And that game's amazing. I say you grab some friends, grab some popcorn to eat while you play that, turn the lights down, because that game's gonna be super fun. Alright, let's get into the trailer. That game is by far the scariest one. I was just watching the trailer right before I made this video, and I actually got scared during that trailer. Maybe that's just me. Maybe it's you guys too. I don't know. Comment down below if you like that. Comment down below, actually, if you like these list of games. And please consider subscribing. I'm nearly at 1,000 subscribers. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a fun time playing these scary horror games. Grab a friend, grab some popcorn, play it with a drink or something. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Adios.